Hi guys, welcome to another class. I hope you're all staying safe. So we're going to do probably half an hour today. It is International Pilates Day, so yeah, let's get started. Feet hip distance apart, nice and tall with the spine. We're going to gently activate the core by tying your belly button in, soften the shoulders, reach the crown of the head to the ceiling, take a breath in at the top. On the breath out, you're going to nod your chin to your chest and then roll down one vertebra at a time. Come down as far as you can. Just hang off your hips here for a moment. Feel that bit of a stretch in the back of the body. Maybe a little shake in the arms and the head. Take an inhale. On your exhale, slowly roll back up. One vertebra at a time, till you're back up to standing. One more inhale, grow tall. Exhale, chin to chest, roll down. Come down as far as you can. Gently shake the arms and the head. And this time down here, take the outside of the left ankle with the right hand. Reach your left fingertips towards the ceiling and just get a nice twist and stretch in the spine. Look towards that left hand if you can. Gently pull on that left ankle. And then changing sides, take the outside of the right ankle with the left hand. Reach your right fingertips to the ceiling and look towards that right hand if you can. Pulling on that ankle, finding a little bit of an extra stretch. Good, come back down to the centre, take an inhale. As you exhale, slowly roll back up, one vertebra at a time, till you're back up to standing. So coming to about 3/4 of the way back on your mat, nice and tall. We're going to roll down again, but this time come down onto all fours into a quadruped position. So breath in at the top. On the breath out, chin to chest, roll down. This time really bending the knees, find the mat, walk the hands out, have your hands underneath your shoulders, so shoulder distance apart, check that, and knees are hip distance apart, so make sure knees are under hips and hip distance apart. We're going to start with the opposite arm and leg. If you need to just do an arm or a leg here, that's fine, and not do both. So right arm and left leg out to the end of the mat. Keep that fingertip and toe touch. Now engage through your centre, wrap your waist in nice and tight. Keep pressing through the palm of the left hand, lift out of that left armpit. And we're going to slowly lift the arm and leg, and then lower back down. And again, lift the arm and leg, and lower back down. So you're reaching your fingertips forward, your toes behind you. Keep the arm and the leg long, reach, lift, and lower. So let's do 3 more here. Lift and lower. Last 2. Lower down. And last one, lift and lower back down. Changing sides. Left arm and right leg out to the end of the mat. Keep that fingertip and toe touch while you're engaging through your centre. Find your stabilisation here. Wrap the waist in tight, then we slowly lift the arm and the leg and lower back down. Lift and lower. So keep that right toe reaching behind. Keep the leg long. See if you can touch the back wall with your right toes. Stay engaged through your centre. Good. 3 more here. 3, 2, and last one. Good. Float the arm and leg back down. This time from here, right arm and left leg again. But you're going to bring your leg out to the side. So just lift that leg just off and bring your arm out. So your arm comes out directly from your shoulder and you have a 90-degree angle at your elbow. Then from here, lift the arm and leg up and lower back down. Lift up and lower down. So bring that left knee in towards the right knee and then press up to the ceiling, keeping that 90-degree angle at the knee. and that 90-degree angle at the elbow. Good. Press up and lower. Last two. And last one, lift. Bring the arm and the leg back down, making sure that you still have hip distance between your knees. If your knees have inched together or started to slightly come together, you'll find you won't be able to balance yourself as well. So other side, left arm out, right leg out, and then we bring the arm and the knee in, arm and the leg in, and then press back up to the ceiling. So keeping the 90-degree angle at the elbow and the knee. Press up as far as you can. Bring it in close to the body, then press up. Bring it in. Press up. Bring it in. We've got 3 more. 3, 2, and last one. Bring the hand and knee back down again, checking that you are hip distance apart with your knees. Last one here from our quadruped position. We're going to start to add a little bit of movement in the spine here as well. So you're going to start in that neutral spine, belly gently engaging. Float your right arm and your left leg out to the end of the mat and lift the arm and the leg up. So reach out through the fingertips on the right, the toes on the left. Now imagine you're coming into a cat stretch. You're going to round your spine and then bring your elbow and your knee together underneath your torso. Lift that shin up away from the mat as far as you can, and then reach everything long as you flatten out through your back again. And again, round the spine as the elbow comes into the knee, and then reach everything away. Elbow to knee, and reach. Last 2 here, elbow to knee, reach away, and last one, elbow to knee, and reach, float the arm and leg down. Other side, left arm and right leg out to the end of the mat. Lift the arm and the leg up, engage your center. We've got that flat back here, or that neutral spine, and then from here, round the spine as if you're coming into a cat stretch. Bring your elbow and your knee together under your torso, lift your shin away from the mat, and then reach everything away. Elbow to knee, lift the shin from the mat, round the spine and reach away long. Elbow to knee, and reach everything long. Last 2, elbow to knee, and reach. Last one, elbow to knee, and reach everything long. Good. Float the arm and leg down. Sit back into a child's pose. Have a quick stretch here. Fingertips reaching forward. Sitting bones reaching to your heels. Good. And then from here, you're going to roll over onto your back. So lying yourself down, feet hip distance apart, arms down by your side. We're going to bridge up from here. So just finding that neutral spine first, feeling the back of the pelvis melting into the mat. Palms facing down, take an inhale. As you exhale, tilt the pelvis, heel the spine up, 1 vertebra at a time, till you're up to just between your shoulder blades. Good. Now, lift your heels, come up onto the balls of the feet. Good. Lower the heels back down. Keep those hips pressing up. But come up onto the balls of the feet, lift the heels, and lower the heels down. Lift those heels. Imagine you've got high heels on, high heel shoes on. Lift those heels, coming right up onto the balls, lower back down, lift up, and lower. So keeping stable through your center. Keep that belly engaged. Lift the heels and lower for 5. Lower the heels. 4. Good. 3, 2, and last one. Heels down, and then melt your spine back down to the mat, one vertebra at a time, till your pelvis comes down. Quick stretch of the glutes here, hug your knees into your chest. Bring the feet back down to the mat, arms down by your side, palms facing down. We're going to bridge up again. So breath in at the bottom. On the breath out, tilt the pelvis, peel the spine up. Good, so your hips are pressing up towards the ceiling, your belly's drawing in. You've got that straight line from your shoulders to your knees. This time, we're going to lift the balls of the feet off, lower them back down. Lift the balls of the feet, keep those hips high, lower back down. Come onto the heels and lower. Heels, lift the balls and lower. For 5. Keep those hips pressing up, keep those glutes working. 4. Good. 3. Last 2. Good, and last one, and then melt your spine back down to the mat, one vertebra at a time. Again, just hugging your knees into your chest to get a bit of a stretch here through your glutes. Then bring your feet back down to the mat. Interlace your hands at the back of your head. Belly still gently drawing in, back of the pelvis stays melted into the mat here. Just bring your elbows into your peripheral vision so you can just see your elbows here. And then kind of plug the arms back into the shoulder socket so you can really feel that connection into the back of the shoulder blades as well. Take an inhale, keep the belly drawing in. On the exhale, you're going to curl up through the head, neck and shoulders. Take an inhale here. On your exhale, reach as you come up a little bit higher. Hands come back to the head and lower back down. Inhale, exhale, curl up. Hold it for a breath in. On the breath out, reach as you come up higher. Hands come back to the head and lower back down. Inhale, exhale, curling up. Hold it for a breath in. Breath out, reach to come up that little bit higher. Hands come back to the head and lower back down. Last one, inhale, exhale, curl up. Gaze between the thighs. Hold it for the inhale. Then exhale, reach, come up as high as you can. Hands back to the head, keep the height in the spine and lower yourself back down. Float your legs one at a time into a tabletop position. We're just going to do 3 more of those with our legs in tabletop. Inhale, exhale, curl up. Inhale to hold. Exhale, reach as you come up that little bit higher. Now keep the height you just found in your spine. Just the hands come back to the head and lower yourself back down. 2 more. Inhale, exhale, curl up. Hold it for an inhale. Exhale, reach as you come up higher. Hands come back to the head and lower back down. Last one, inhale, exhale, curling up. Reaching to come up that little bit higher. Keep the height, hands to the head and lower yourself back down. Hug your knees into your chest here just to get a release into your abdominals and maybe a little stretch through the back of the body. So keeping those knees hugging in towards the chest. We're going to curl up again. Now you can do this exercise by keeping the head, neck and shoulders on the mat, but for that extra abdominal work, curling up through your head, neck and shoulders. Keep those knees hugging in. Now reaching both of your legs away, reaching both of your arms up by your ears, and then hug the knees into the chest. So you can send your legs lower if you want to make it more challenging. Hug everything back in. Like I said, you can have your head, neck and shoulders down. Just move the arms and legs. Reach everything away. Hug everything back in. Last 2, reach and hug it in. Last one, reach and hug it in, and then lower your head, neck and shoulders down. Keep those knees into the chest just for that abdominal release. Interlace your hands at the base of your skull again, keeping the knees drawing into the chest. We're going to curl up again through the head, neck and shoulders. So curling up, send your left leg away as you bring your left shoulder across to your right knee, and then you're going to switch sides. Right shoulder to left knee, reach the right leg away. So continue alternating sides. To make this a little easier, you can send your leg to the ceiling instead of reaching it out in front. You can also keep your head, neck and shoulders resting down, but find that rotation in the spine. Keep the back of the pelvis melted on the mat. Good, last one each side. And then again, hug the knees into the chest and lower the head, neck and shoulders down. Good, bring your feet back down to the mat. Feet hip distance apart. And hands interlaced at the base of the skull again. Take an inhale. As you exhale, you're going to curl up through the head, neck and shoulders. This time, reach your right arm down the outside of your left thigh, and then come back to the center, supporting the head again. Left hand down the outside of the right thigh, back to the center, then lower your head, neck and shoulders down. Inhale, exhale, curling up. And again, reach down the outside of that left with the right arm, back to the center, reach down the outside of the right, back to the center. One more each side, reach, come back to the center, reach, come back to the center, lower the head, neck and shoulders down. Good, last one here, we're going to bring our legs up into tabletop. So same exercise, this time we're upping it again by one, we're doing 3 each side, and you're going to have your legs in tabletop. If you need to, feel free to leave your feet down on the mat. You can also leave your head, neck and shoulders down and just make the arm movements instead. So legs into tabletop if that's where you're working. Curling up through the head, neck and shoulders. Reach down towards the outside of the left, back to the center, outside of the right, back to the center. Keep your belly engaged, keep your belly drawing in. Reach, come back to the center. Last one, reach, and back to the center. Reach, back to the center. Lower the head, neck and shoulders down. Hug your knees into your chest. Good. So we're going to come onto our side now, do a little bit of work on our side. So if you need to here, you can stay with your head resting down on your arm. Otherwise, we're going to come up onto our elbow. So your elbow is directly underneath your shoulder. Elbow is also in line with your hips. So it's like you're being sandwiched between 2 panes of glass. Your body is in one nice straight long line. You want to keep lifted through the underneath of your waist here. Lift your leg a few inches off the bottom one. Now you can have your hand down for support or bring your hand to your hip. And then from here, just small circles, keeping that stability in your center. So we're trying not to move too much through the middle of the body. Just have that leg circling around. Keep that lift in the waist. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Come back the other way. So circle around the other direction now. Good. Keep the belly engaged. Keep it tying into the spine. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower that leg down. And then we're going to rest the head down. Lift your top leg a few inches off the bottom one again. So again here we want to try and keep that stability through your center, moving only in your hip joint. We're now going to sweep the leg forward and sweep the leg back. So you're not coming too far back. You only want to come as far back as you can keep your center engaged without moving through the middle of your body. So sweep the leg forward, sweep the leg back, sweep the leg forward and sweep the leg back. Let's do 2 more each way. Forward and back. Last one, forward and back. Bring the leg back to the center and lower it back down. A little bit of a massage out through your hips if you need it. And then from here, we're going to lift that top leg again a few inches off the bottom one. Flex your foot, so really pull your toes back towards your shin. And then bend your knee into your chest. And then as if you're pressing the wall away from you, press that heel away from you. So really make that leg connect right up the back of the heel into your glutes. And again, bend the knee in, press the leg away. Bend the knee in, press the leg away. Bend in, press with that heel, find that connection. Imagine you're pressing that wall away. Bend the knee in, press it away. Last 3, press it away. 2, press, and last one, press it away. Lower that leg down. Little massage. Give your hips, glutes a little bit of love if they need it. And then from here, we're actually going to just change sides. So you can roll straight over, coming on to the other side. So we are starting here, firstly up on our elbow. Like I said before, if you need to, you can come down and do this first exercise resting your head down. Otherwise, elbow directly underneath your shoulder, elbow is in line with your hips. You can have your top hand up on your hip or down in front for support. You're going to lift your top leg a few inches off the bottom one. Keep that waist lifting away from the mat. So we get that little bit of work in the sides of the waist here as well. And then small circles. So they don't need to be big circles. Keep them fairly small. And we're trying to keep that stability happening through our center. So nothing else moving in the body except for that leg circling around. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Reverse the circles, come back the other way. Good. Keep that lift out of that armpit. Whoops, keep that lift in the side of the waist. Good. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Rest that leg down. Resting your head down now. Legs are still out long. Lift your top leg a few inches off the bottom one. So again, keeping the belly engaged here. We don't want to move through the middle of the body with this exercise. We just want to have that leg moving in the hip joint. So from here, we sweep the leg forward and then sweep the leg back, finding that bit of connection between your glutes and your hamstrings as that leg comes behind. Sweep the leg forward and sweep the leg back. So without moving the middle of the body, sweeping the leg forward and sweeping the leg back, forward and back, controlling the movement. Good, you've got 2 more in each direction, forward and back. Last one, forward and back. Come back to the center, lower the leg back down. Good, give the hips a little bit of a massage if they need it. And then we're going to lift that leg again a few inches off the bottom one. And this time we flex the foot. So really think about that heel pressing away. Find that connection from the heel up the back of the leg. Bend the knee into the chest And then press the heel away as if you're pressing the heel into the wall to try and push the wall away. Bend the knee in, press the heel away. Bend the knee in, press it away, bend in and press, bend the knee in. Use that heel, keep those toes pulled back towards your shin. Bend the knee in, press away. We've got 5 more. Press, 4, press away, 3, 2, and last one. Press away, lower that leg down, and again just a little bit of a massage out through your hips. Give them a bit of love if they need it. And then from here we're going to come onto our back again. So lying down on your back, we're coming into our hundreds. You've got a couple of options with your legs. You can leave your feet on the mat. You can bring your legs into a tabletop position and work with your legs in tabletop, or you can have your legs extended. So it's your choice where you want to work with your legs today. Your arms are down by your side. We are going to be curled up, but if you need to, you can always lower the head, neck and shoulders down at any point. So floating your legs into your position, or if leave them on the mat. Legs up, arms by your side, curling up through your head, neck and shoulders, drawing your belly in, reach your fingertips forward, then little pumps of the arms. Inhale for 5 pumps, exhale for 5. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Keep that belly engaged, keep the arms strong. Inhaling for 5, exhaling for 5. Keep that deep curl up. You've got 3 more breaths here. Inhale, exhale. Last 2 breaths. Last breath. Inhale, exhale. Hug your knees into your chest and lower your head, neck and shoulders down. Good. So from here, rolling over onto your stomach, we're going to do a little bit of extension work through the spine. So let's just start with your hands stacked on top of each other, forehead resting down on the hands. We're going to start by lifting through the upper body, so the head and the chest. Now you can keep your forearms down on the mat if you prefer, or you can have the arms come up with the head and the chest. Take an inhale. As you exhale, lift through that upper body. Keep that spine long, so it's not so much about the height, it's still lengthening. And then lower yourself back down. Inhale, exhale, lift up. Like I said, you can leave the forearms down if you prefer. And lower yourself back down. Exhale, lift up and lower, lift and lower back down. We've got 3 more. Lift that upper body and lower. Last 2, lifting and lower back down. Last one, lift up and lower back down. We're going to add some legs in here if you wish, so you don't have to. You can continue with just the upper body. You could even perhaps just work with the legs instead, but if you're comfortable, we can go with both the upper and the lower parts of the body. Take an inhale. Exhale. Crown of the head reaches forward, toes reach behind you, and then you lift up through both ends of the body and lower yourself back down. You can still keep your forearms down if you prefer, and lower. If you prefer to do single leg, you can just do single leg. Lift and lower, We've got 3 more. Lift and lower. Last 2. Good. And last one, lift up and lower back down. From here, press up onto, bring your hands under your shoulders, press up onto your knees and just sit yourself back into a child's pose. Walk your hands around to the left as far as you can to feel that nice stretch down the right. And for a bit more of a stretch here, place your right hand on your left wrist. And then walk the hands through the center, coming to the other side. So coming around as far as you can. For that extra stretch, this time it's your left hand on your right wrist. Good, then come back to the center. Come up onto your hands and knees. Hands underneath your shoulders, knees underneath your hips. Tuck your toes underneath. Keep your belly engaged, drawing up, drawing in. Widen through your sit bones. So you still want to have that neutral spine here. And then from here, start to put a little bit of pressure into the balls of the feet as you begin to hover your knees just off the mat. So keep pressing the palms of the hands into the mat. Knees are hovering just off. Lift out of your armpits. Widen across your shoulder blades, widen across your collarbone. Hold that here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower the knees down. Quick child's pose again. Sit back. Good. Then we're going to do that once more. Hands under shoulders, knees under hips, toes tuck under. Little bit of pressure into the balls of the feet. Knees hover just off the mat. Widen the sit bones. Engage your core, wrap your waist in tight, hold that here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Knees down. Sit yourself back again into a child's pose. Good, then coming back up onto the hands and knees, you're going to tuck your toes underneath. Walk your hands in towards your knees. Press yourself up onto the balls of the feet. And then from here, slowly send your heels down towards the mat and then begin to roll yourself all the way back up to standing. So coming back to the center of your mat, we're just going to finish with our couple of roll downs again. So feet hip distance apart. Nice and tall with the spine. Take a breath in. On the breath out, look towards your belly button. Roll down 1 vertebra at a time. Soften your knees, so have a slight bend in the knees. Press your feet into the mat. Reach your sitting bones up towards the ceiling. A little shake in the arms and head if you need. Take an inhale. Exhale, slowly roll back up, 1 vertebra at a time, till you're back up to standing. One more, inhale, grow tall, exhale, chin to chest, roll down, come down as far as you can, soften the knees, have a little shake through the arms and the head, a little bit of a wiggle if you need to through your hips. Maybe a sway from side to side. And then take a breath in. On the breath out, belly draws in as you slowly roll yourself back up. 1 vertebra at a time till you're back up to standing. Just do a couple of big shoulder rolls in each direction. Good, well done guys. Thank you very much again for joining me. Please stay safe and we'll see you all again soon.